Harbaugh released the season.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast. Excuse me, talking Ravens all day, every day with your host, Justin P. And my MVP, billion-dollar co-host, Miss Shannon Fitch. This is episode 176 for the YouTube version. For the audio version, for those who can't watch live, you can always listen to us right there. That's season 3, episode 13. The links below in the description is for the audio platforms, and right underneath of that is myself, Shannon, and these social media platforms. He'll be back on here with us with some all season stuff since it's the holidays over with. Got a great show for you. Like I said, we been hitting this with y'all. We apologize for that. I've been a little under the weather. Shannon's been under the weather, so we took a little time to get well. But we got an action-packed show for you today. A lot of the unthinkable just went down not too long ago, so we're gonna probably be here for at least an hour because I know everybody's gonna have a lot to say, especially me and Shannon. So for further ado, I'm gonna turn the floor over to Miss Shannon Fitch.
All right, so this season has been one for the books. I don't think it went how any of us expected. We definitely thought we had enough talent to still be contenders,
Yeah,
and it just wasn't that. Started off started off 1-5. We dealt with a lot of injuries. That Chiefs game, a lot of people went out that game. That Texas
yeah,
game, I don't even know who played. But we got guys back. We made a little run. Then we ran into the division, lost a couple of games down the stretch. Still had a chance to win the division in week 18, but we came up short. So, Justin, give me your good, bad, and ugly in week 18.
good, bad, and ugly. I'll go offense. Lamar marched down the field, man. Had a hell of a game. I get it. First half was probably a little, slow, whatever. But man, like I said, man, he put on the show, man. Like that first touchdown he threw, with the second touchdown he threw, split two defenders, man. I was like, that was Lamar being back to himself. Uh, the run game was there. Derrick came out 100 yards. Like I said, despite the offensive line still missing blocks, but I'm pretty, like I said, that's But Derrick Henry look amazing. Zay Flowers did his thing. Zay likely did his thing. Hopefully, we find a way to keep him. Tez Walker, he's probably going to be featured now because, like I said, Bateman looked like he probably played his last down as a Raven, to be honest with you. That's the good. The bad special teams outside of the one return by Keaton Mitchell. Special teams, we kept getting pinned back, stuff like that. Like I said, that has to be cleaned up. That was why I was always on Hobbs. Like I'm like, you're a special team ace, and yeah, special teams just still look like boo boo. So yeah, so ugly. Our defense, they did okay in the first half, but then it seemed like when Kyle Hamilton not on the field, people just forget how to play football. I don't like that. As good as is he shouldn't want him going out should not to change that much because you still got Roquan, Marlon, you still got all these quality players. Like I said, he's a in the box safety. He shouldn't change that much on our defense with us, so we just can't even get a stop no more. That was embarrassing. Like I get it, he's very versatile, he move around, but that's one man. Like I said, we should still be a solid defense without him. And like I said, that was bad, man. They had no DK Metcalf. They just marching up and down the field with no timeouts and scores a touchdown. Like that's very alarming to me. And that falls on Zach or Roquan because he's supposed to step up as the middle linebacker, getting paid $20 million. Like, look, man, we still going. Yeah, we missing K Ham, but we still going to do our job and get a stop and get off this field. So yeah, like that was bad. So that was my good bad. Oh, and the penalties. And that wasn't really an interception. He batted the ball. TJ Watt got it, but that little fluky turnover and missed tackling because we had Jalen Warren looking like Jerome Bettis up there. We missed tackling from even as much as I'm a Marlon guy. I get it, you playing one hand, but you got to wrap up better. And Roquan just is missing tackle at the tackle. So like that's what I'm saying. I'm glad I'm missing Teddy, man. But Roquan might be another player that might need to go. Honestly, free up that money and get a younger middle linebacker. Because like I said, man, ever since Mike McDonald left and Patrick Queen left, he hasn't been the same player.
Okay. Mine was pretty much the same. I think the good was the effort. Like I said, I think we came out real good offensively, and then the offense just got stagnant. But while the offense was stagnant, the defense was playing well. Up until, like you said, Kyle Hamilton went out. So that takes me to my bad. The bad was the defense in the second half. They were bad. Um, I didn't like a lot of the play calling on either side. Like I was questioning a lot that was going on. I feel like, and I heard Mike Tomlin say something today, and I was like, that's what bothers me with our coaches. Like Mike Tomlin basically was saying the way that they wanted the Ravens to play, the Ravens basically played right into their hands, and I don't like that. Like you got to know how to make adjustments in the game. Like I said about Tom Monken before, like I feel like he gets stuck in his ways with what he wants to do instead of what's going on the field at the time. And like you said, special teams, they weren't, and that's a side of the football too. We also thought was gonna be better this year. They weren't.
No.
Um, and to the ugly, I said injuries, the penalties, and the missed field goal in the end. And me, you was just talking about that, Justin, as far as what should have happened late. And we can talk about this more when we about to talk about John Harbaugh. But man, I hate I hate having to rely on kickers to win games like that though. Like I just hate when it comes down to that. It's cool when you kick it and you make it, but when you lose, it's like what the hell? So that's my good, bad, and ugly. All right. So speaking about John Harbaugh, and we're going to get into more about this, but what grade do you give John Harbaugh in his last game as the Ravens head coach?
I see. See, only because he could have just done more, galvanized the team a little bit. Like especially once Kyle Hamilton went down, he should have told your defense, "Hey, look, man, yes, he's one guy. He's very important to us, but we still got good, capable players. We still got Malachi Starks. We still got Lloyd Gilman, Darius Washington. We still had quality players on the defense. It wasn't like we with complete Texans when we had all special teamers and a few quality players. We still had good enough players to get a stop against Aaron Rodgers, who's now 40 something years old, and no DK Metcalf. It was no excuse. Kyle Hamilton or not, they shouldn't have washed the ball down like that. And like I said, not getting no pass rush, and he should have got on man. Send some blitzes, do something to disrupt this. Like they kept attacking us in the seam. We didn't do nothing to combat that. He just sat there and like same thing on offense. Lamar basically said, "Screw it, I'm gonna just play backyard football and work." He was told Monka like, "Hey man, let's mix it up, play action pass." Since they put 9-10 in the box, didn't see none of that. So C plus.
I just gave him a B. I mean, I agree with everything you just said. But as I was watching the game, I just felt like it was an old fashioned Ravens Steelers tug of war. Like the Steelers did something, we did something. They made an adjustment, they made a play, and we came back and made a play. It was just a game you knew was going to come down to the last minute. Um, you know, so I don't look at it when I think back on that game with everything you just said. It goes to wanting the head coach to step in that moment, right? So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I completely agree with you in that sense. But I also thinking about something that Roquan Smith said after the game. This is why I be saying sometimes you gotta stop blaming the coaches because he basically said
Yeah,
it was us. Like it was great play calls and we were messed up. And then that goes back to what you said about him as a leader. That falls on him because if Kyle Hamilton goes out and he's the one organizing everything, that could be and should be you in the middle of the defense. So
yeah.
sometimes you got to give coaches a little grace. But I'm giving John Harbaugh a B.
I mean that's a fair grade. C plus B, same thing. So that's a fair grade.
And what grade did you give Todd Monken?
Give him a B plus. It could have been a little better because he could have mixed it up a little sooner. Because we all knew Pittsburgh was going to do what they did, stack the box. But Mike Thomas, a defensive minded coach, he watched the Packers game or watched film on. He knew that's what we were going to try to do. Niggas and it worked. But at some point they were going to make adjustments because Pittsburgh still has a pretty good defense.
Hmm.
And Cam Hayward and them guys, future Hall of Fame, and same with Watt, they wasn't going to just let them just keep running the ball just up their teeth. So, he could have mixed it up with a few more screens, a few more off tackle outside runs to stretch them out so they will pack everything inside. Where's
Hmm.
Lamar? I get Lamar's, had his old back injury. He got a back brace on now. So where's the RPO bootleg keepers? Feel me? When they want to crash down, let Lamar keep it and pull Ricardo Stanley around the corner like you've been doing. Feel me? That's easy 7 yards. So B plus.
And I gave him a C. Um, for everything you just said. I just feel like it could have been better play calling all around. Some people seem to think that he doesn't call the same game when Huntley is playing versus Lamar, and I don't necessarily know if that's true. Um,
He
because I
plays it
think,
more. He play it more safer with Tyler. I just say that's the best I can put that.
well, I think he gives Lamar more leeway to do what he wants. I
Yeah,
don't
for
think
sure.
I don't think Todd Monken is out there necessarily telling Lamar like you have to, get the ball out faster. I don't think he's doing. I think Lamar's trying to play Lamar's game, and that's what makes him special. And I think that how Tyler Huntley is making faster reads, but that doesn't mean it's always a better read. It's just he's being smarter at that moment. But we've
Yeah,
seen Lamar play that way, like when we played the Vikings.
yeah,
So Lamar's capable, but I feel like Lamar also be wanting to make plays and do certain things, and then you end up sacked or things, turn the ball, little things that you might not have happened, instead of throwing the ball away, you getting sacked because you're still holding on to it. So I give Todd Monken a C. Could have been a lot better. And what grade did you give Zach Orr?
Oh my god. Trying to be fair here because the first half they did play okay, so I'll give them a C plus. But they had no DK Metcalf, so it's like, why are we letting these receivers off the line of scrimmage? You was the
Hmm.
defensive coordinator, was telling Marlon and man, jam them. Maybe that'll give the pass rush an extra second or two to get the rods because we playing off of what? Marquez Valdez Scantling, Scotty Miller, fucking Calvin Austin. Like, jam them guys. And like I
Hmm.
said, it could have been a like if Roquan not going to cover in space, blitz his fat ass up the middle to get a little disrupt some stuff a little bit. Like he could have just been a little bit more aggressive. He just basically told guys just sit back and just drop and just play the design defense. That's not gonna work against a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. He's saying it too much. He know all the basic calls and coverages. He know when people, when he hears certain calls, they playing this cover, that coverage. You gotta disguise, let somebody here, drop somebody here, like play, like you gotta confuse them a little bit.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna give him a C plus because, like I said, first half they only scored 3 points, but I wasn't even impressed then. I was more so Aaron Rodgers, and I'm just just being and I mean Ryan said it. He's a Dallas Steelers fan. He said, "Man, nowhere in the world y'all we supposed to score this many points on y'all with no DK Metcalf."
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be fair. So C plus I think is fair.
Yeah, I give him a C. Because what happened in the first half happened. That was the defense was doing what they were supposed to do.
Yeah,
So it's just what happened in the second half. Like that was especially when they was giving you leads. Like, every time we come out there and score, when we needed to score and we finally scored and you just come back unacceptable. So he get a C too. That doesn't mean he was pretty mid. It was Zach Orr needs to I hope that this is a good learning experience for him. Like, clearly he wasn't ready for this yet. And I'm not gonna say that as a Ravens fan, we don't wanna have to deal with what we saw the past 2 years, like accept it as that. But at the same time, I'm not mad at him getting opportunity because in life, people get opportunities. Most times you get opportunities based on who you know. He knows John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh knows him. He wanted to give him an opportunity. I'm not mad at that, but it didn't work. So, I wish him well. Because I know he's probably not going to be here anymore. So I wish him well with whatever he's about to do. Probably just go back to being a linebacker coach.
or probably go take one of them college DC jobs. I think that'd be good for him.
He could do that too.
Mike McDonald did it. I think that'll help transcend him back. He'll get another opportunity again.
All right, so let's move on to the players. What grade are you giving Lamar Jackson?
I'll give him a B plus because, like I said, the first half was a little outside the touchdown to Tez Walker. There was some things he probably could have did a little better. Check to this, check to that. But like I said, when he needed to be, man, he did his thing. He put us in position to win. So, like I said, what more can you ask for? So I give him a B plus.
Yeah, I give him a B. Um, like you just said, it wasn't what I hoped for in the middle of the game, but late when we needed him to make plays, he made plays. And that's what I mean about them letting Lamar be Lamar. Like you said, that wasn't Todd Monken calling up some stuff. That was Lamar just playing backyard football and doing his thing. I don't know that Tyler Huntley could have been able to do something like that. Not to say he wouldn't have, but
Yeah.
I don't think he could have.
Love Snoop, but not. He ain't splitting two defenders. He would have been sacked soon as the first person touched him. And Snoop was okay with me. But yeah,
So I'll
nah.
give Lamar B.
Yeah, and then
Uh,
he said before you go, Lamar saying they were stacking the box. He said it, and that's why he checked out. He checked out. He seen it. He said, "We ain't. Why I keep running into a brick wall?" That's why Zeke was open
and
like
that's
that.
why,
Wide
and that's
open.
what I mean about Todd Monken. Like people don't. This is my thing. Run the ball, yes, run the ball, but know when to stop, get to something else, and get back to it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the issue in the playoffs was they would just get away from it when it wasn't working, and then we'd be looking at the end of the game like you only had how many carries? You know what I mean? Like that's my thing about Todd Monken. And if you remember, I was saying this during the season about Todd Monken before it even got real bad. I'm like, I don't know about him. Mr. Ways, like his lack of end game adjustments. Like I don't really like it, but Lamar was
yeah.
fine overall.
You're right, man. You both said it. It was kind of like man. That, like I said, hopefully, like I said, whatever he might take that Browns job or not, but hopefully now, he'll see you got to go within the rhythm of the game.
Yeah. So moving on to the running backs. What grade did you give the running backs?
Oh, A plus. Derrick Henry, like I said, yeah, they stopped him. Whatever. So I'll say A. I'll be a little bit more, you know, you know, up front. A, because like I say, they have 100 yards. Keaton did a pretty good job. Second half, they was more so stacked up against and wasn't much you could do. Monken could have did some stuff to loosen them up a little bit so they wouldn't stack the box. Like I said, RPO runs, couple options, couple quick passes just to back them out of that 9-10 man front. But Derrick Henry, anything got the ball, man, he did his thing. So I gotta give him an A.
Mhm. Yep, I get a running backs an A as well. I mean, they did what they were asked to do. Um, yeah. What grade did you give the offensive line?
I gotta give him a C plus. They're still missing blocks like the touchdown. Lamar threw Fowler. He didn't touch nobody. Neither did Tyler in the ball. I gotta put him in that too because neither one of them blocked Keanu Bitten. He came untouched. Like I said, luckily Lamar, being the specimen that he is, he made it work because 95% of the quarterbacks would have been sacked. The only people that probably get out of that is Lamar, Josh Allen, maybe Jalen Hurts. Like I said, it's only probably you can count on one how many quarterbacks making that play. Luckily, we got one of them. Like they didn't touch a soul. So yeah, I gotta get them. I gotta get them a C plus and they could have been better in the run game too. Derrick Henry just being smart and knowing when to cut helped a lot because, like I said, nobody really was getting blown. They didn't blow nobody really off the ball, and I have a problem with it. And then Tyler Linderbaum got a big stupid penalty when Lamar took off for like 20 yards. That at least could have been 3 or 7. We wouldn't even need all that stuff at the end. That'll put us up at least 7 or 17 or 13-0. We wouldn't even need the loot they got there one for that foolishness. So yeah, C plus, and that's just me being nice.
Yeah, I'm sick of talking about them. They get a C. Like I just can't. Like I can't remember an offensive line that we've had that's been this bad. Like I was really thinking about that. Like what happened? Like man, I'm tired of them. They get a C. What grade did you give the wide receivers and tight ends?
B plus, like I said. No, I'm gonna be. I ain't gonna do Z like that. I'm gonna give him an A. A. 2 touchdowns of 100 yards. Taz Walker made some plays. Likely made plays. Andrews had a few catches. Yeah, I'm gonna give him an A. I ain't even gonna shortchange him like that.
Yeah. A for the same thing you said. I mean, when plays need to be made, a quarterback gotta get the ball out there, somebody gotta catch it, and he was catching it.
Yeah,
And
Zay
not
Zay
only
put
catching
Zay
it,
put on
but
Zay put on his big boy shoes.
yeah, and was scoring. So they get an A. And before we move on to the defense, I do want to ask you this. What did you make of that play with Lamar and D Hop where they weren't on the same page? Like, what did you think Lamar was about to do?
This is why I got out of that. D Hop thought Lamar was going to throw it quick right there, but he was kind of under pressure, so he couldn't. Lamar did the DeAndre Hopkins with us basically like how mad you playmaker somebody up the field, you turn him up. He thought D Hop probably would have turned up and had him in stride. So that's what that was. It was just a timely miscommunication. Because Lamar couldn't really do much. Like I said, he had to get out the pocket. Once you commit to going, you got to go. So I think DeAndre Hopkins just would have did a quick little turn up it'd have been a bigger play, and luckily came through, so it didn't end up hurting us. But that's all it was. It was just a miscommunication. It was a scramble drill that they just weren't on the same page with.
I agree. And when I was watching it, I thought Lamar was actually about to run for it. Like when he threw it, I was like, "Who he throwing it to?" I didn't even see. No, seriously. As I was watching the game, I'm
I'm
like, "Oh, he
laughing
about
at
to
I'm
run."
laughing I'm laughing at this.
Which one?
The guy Nico Harrison.
Oh, um, I thought Lamar was about to run. That's what I thought. And when he first threw it, I was like, "Who the hell was he throwing it to?" Because I didn't even see D Hop standing right there. And then when they did a replay, I was like, "Oh, they weren't on the same page." I seen Lamar was trying to tell him to go up, but D Hop was thinking. So I think I see it your way, but in a moment, I thought Lamar was running too. Like I thought he was about to run for it. But I want to say this about chemistry, and a lot of Ravens fans, y'all do this every offseason. We do it when they say Lamar's not practicing for whatever reason. We excuse it because Lamar's so great, Lamar's so special. People don't care when he doesn't practice or when he's not at offseason workouts. That stuff matters though. Like that's how
Yeah.
you have chemistry. That's how you build up. That's how in that situation, D Hop would have known what he wanted him to do either way. Because you're working on it. You putting in that work off the field, not just on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays. No, like so if I could ask Lamar to do anything this offseason, it would just be change some of what you've been doing. Because as much as it wasn't working with the coaching staff that we've had since you've been here, it's some things he probably could be doing differently too. And I'm just talking about as far as the camaraderie with the team and building chemistry. Like we know who your friends are, we know who you're cool with, but it's a lot of guys on the team. And that little moment just made me. I was just like, see, that's why I'd be like, I would like him to be at off-season workouts, voluntarily or not. I don't care. I would like you to be there because that's where you start building things, especially with guys that you don't know. Like you didn't know D Hop, so that was even more reason to be like, I'm trying to be up in here. Like let's all be there. Like, and if you come, then other guys might want to come. So Lamar's going to be going into year what 8, 9,
Nah, yeah, nah.
9. Year 9, year 8 is a starter. It's time to, like you said, Zay put on his big boy pants. I'm gonna need Lamar to do the same thing. I ain't trying to shade
What you
him,
mean?
but I'm
What you
just
mean?
saying,
What you mean
put on
by?
your big boy pants and be the leader that this team needs. How many times this
Okay,
season
I
have
can
I
understand. I
said?
can understand that.
But how many times have I said this season, like, who's on this team talk like who's talking to each other?
Right.
If we all keep saying the coaches got to do this, the coaches got to do that, man, I watch enough sports. I see players talking to each other. The Ravens act like a bunch of front runners. When we're winning and everything's going good, you see everybody on the sideline, like Kiki and Cheat Chi
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
dancing. We
Yeah.
got on
Yeah.
hats.
Yeah.
When things are going bad, they pouting, they moping, they throwing tantrums, throwing helmets.
Instead of coming
Nobody's
together.
talking. So that we're going to start with the leader of the team,
Yeah.
just like we just said about Roquan. You just said Roquan need to do that on the defense. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
need that from somebody on the offense too. And I
For
would
sure.
like it to be the quarterback. If it's not gonna be Lamar, but it needs to be somebody. Because I'm
Sure.
tired of them being front runners and sitting over there pouting. Like all of that matters when it comes to success. It's not just the coach. And we was talking about this in another group. Like fans is just so. I think it's just easy to blame a coach. But sometimes you gotta look at the players and be like, all right, well, when are you going to be held accountable?
Yeah.
And as Ravens fans, we may have gotten spoiled with the players that we had in the past because they were all like great leaders in their own way. And you always had somebody there to pick somebody up. I'll never forget that Super Bowl run when Ray Lewis talked Jacoby Jones up because Jacoby had just made a effed up play
Yeah. I remember that
and
against
was and
Denver.
was in it and was sad and
Against
was
Denver.
in it
Yeah.
was just like, and you know what? Ray Lewis talked life into him. And then what happened? When I hear Lamar Jackson say, and Lamar said this, so nobody can get mad. Lamar said when Tyler Leap kicked it, and it went like they basically gave the Steelers good field position. He kicked it on
On the
like the
keep it
40
in
or some
mind.
shit. Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Lamar said he went over to him and said something to him, but was like, but I was in a moment. It was in a game. It was like in a moment in the game. Like I knew we was probably going to need him later. But brother, you might have fucked his head up. Excuse my language. But if you fussing him out on a sideline because of something like that, he's a rookie. Like
Yeah,
I'm not saying you can't be mad. We can all be mad about anything that happens from any player. I
yeah,
don't think he needs to be over there fussing that boy out in a
yeah,
situation like that.
yeah,
Go talk to your goddamn offense. Go
yeah,
fuss out your offensive line. How
yeah,
about
for
that?
sure, for sure.
So
Yeah,
I would just
Lamar, you
like
can't.
better leaders. Everybody be better leaders.
Yeah, Lamar, you can't go to Ty Luke like, man, why the fuck you kicked out of bounds? You like you said, because this you're the best player on the team, so he's gonna take that. He's gonna lock up when he
Man,
hit the
that
best
boy
player on
probably
the team.
was he
Yeah,
probably was over there crying when nobody was looking then.
because you're the best player on the team. You come over there and say that he's gonna lock up. But now you come over there and look, man, let it go. I'm gonna get you in position to win
That's
this game.
different. Exactly.
His demeanor would have been different. Oh, Lamar got faith in me. I'm saying
Exactly.
I'm agreeing with you 200%.
Exactly. Remember when Debo did that on the 49ers? Went over there pushing a kicker. Like, y'all can't do
Yeah,
that,
you
man.
know,
Like,
yeah,
I get it.
that was
I
crazy.
get it, but
I ain't like
you
that
don't
one
do
bit.
all that. All right, we're gonna get off the offense because I don't want nobody crying saying I'm picking on Lamar. But I just had to get that off because I do want better
No, we talk
for
bad
our
about the
team.
defense more than anybody. Like I said,
No,
you
we
have.
definitely
I'm
rag
sure
on them.
me. I can't speak for other platforms. I can speak for us. We have dogged the defense more than anybody.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But people get sensitive sometimes about certain
Yeah,
people. So
yeah,
I ain't got time.
yeah. It
All right,
is.
let's move on to the defense. Defensive line, what did you give them? What grade did you give them?
I gotta give him a C. I was highly disappointed. We letting Jalen Warren all and Kenneth Gainwell gashing us. Got the one little sack. That's why it's a C. Like Travis Jones should not be our best run stopper and pass
Ah,
rusher.
ah,
Like that's crazy. He's our best run stopper and pass rusher. Like that's wild to me. Mike Green. I'm bro. We threw away all our PR press to draft you. We basically said fuck it. We normally wouldn't touch you with a 10-4 pole. We say, you know what, fuck it. This kid that special. We could take the PR. We could take the bad press. You shown bits and pads, but we need you to be that. Like you supposed to be Terrell Suggs 2.0. Like come on, bro.
mhm.
You got old. You got old man Van Noy out there beating you to the ball like that. Come on. Yeah. Hopefully, I think a lot of that is with Orr because you seen Owe going there. He's starting to look a little better. So I think the scheme could probably help because he's really a four. Like I said, 4-3 guy. 4-3 is what this team needs. These guys are more comfortable going forward than to keep dropping here and covering here. That's like because that's what he played in college. In college, he was a strictly defensive end. He went to outside linebacker / DN. It's a difference. Like I hate it. That's why I've never been a fan of that. All our defenses, we were like top ranked. We were a 4-3 base team or 4-6 base team when our guys streak head to hand to do. So
Yeah,
I hope it,
I actually like 4-3 personally.
yeah, because go hunt. 3-4, you gotta think too much. Drop here, drop this. Like the DN shit me thinking about that. You should have one thing on your mind. Stop the run and go get the quarterback. Just that simple.
Yeah.
3-4 put too much things in their mind at one time. But
Mhm.
yeah, I got to see because like I said, we was getting gashed by subpar running backs, and Aaron Rodgers got sacked literally one time. And that was just because Travis Jones was able to stick his arm out. Yeah, see.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I give them a C as well. You know, ain't much to talk about with them even through the season. Like you said, Travis Jones was the best, and I hope Justin is okay. I don't know if he's
Man, I hope he go see like
Well, what no, what he
25
said? What's
doctors.
his name again? Namdi.
No, man, I hope he go see about 25 doctors, man, before he make his final decision. I swear he do. I hope he get every opinion. Yeah, please.
Was
Because
that his first time being on the sideline this season? I mean, since
I'm
he
not
went out,
I know he been to a
I
couple. I know
never
he
even I haven't seen him. That's why I asked. That was my first time seeing him in the Steelers game.
most
I was like,
likely
I ain't-
he don't want most likely he don't want to be a distraction. Because
no, I just didn't know. I didn't know because like uh Fred Warner like be sitting in a booth. Like I just didn't know. I hadn't seen him,
yeah.
so I didn't know if he had been around, if he was rehabbing. I really didn't know. But it was good to see him. I'll say that.
Yeah,
It was good to
I
see
hope
him.
he get as many pains as he can, man. Cause we need him, man. And he just got paid. So I'm sure he not trying to kick all that out right
Yeah,
away.
but you can't play with your neck though.
No, for sure. Like I said, if he go see 10 doctors and all 10 of them, or at least 9 of them say the same thing, I'm sure he gonna do the right thing and like
I know
and shut
Ed
it down.
Reed said that if he had the injury that Peyton Manning had, he would have retired immediately.
Yeah.
The one that he had with the Colts.
Luckily it was Peyton Manning year 18, so he was able to walk away at that point. It wasn't
No, the one
early.
that he
Yeah.
got when he got hurt with the Colts, and then remember he was
Oh
out
yeah,
for like
when
a
he missed the whole
year.
he took the whole
Right.
year to recover, so that's probably why.
Yeah. So, but he was saying the serious like what it was. Like I don't remember exactly what it,
Oh
but he
yeah,
was
it
like
was
what
like 3
he
necks.
was like
It was
he was like if I
really
had that,
bad.
he was like I would have retired. I wouldn't have came back playing. So
because you
Yeah, you
play
can't.
safety, so you coming out. Peyton Manning just throwing the ball. He's he getting hit, but not always gonna get hit there. So it's a little different.
Man, I ain't playing with my neck. I was telling anybody, I don't play with your neck.
They
Your
caught
back.
up with Peyton that last year in Denver, though. That's why the arm was
Yeah.
looking like
He had
spaghetti.
one good hurrah. He had one good hurrah. Two, maybe. Two. No, it
His
was
first
both.
two
It was
his first 2 years in
yeah,
Denver,
his
he was pretty
first
good.
two. Yeah, it was
That
two.
last year, he was like, all right, that's when they caught up with him.
That's still my guy though.
Oh yeah, sure.
What grade did you give the linebackers?
C, not tackling, not covering. You can see, Trenton did okay with Roquan, man. Like I said, $20 million, and you out there missing open field tackles religiously, and I'm sorry. So you get to see we missing Teddy Buchanan. Get well soon, young buck, because I
If
think
he can come
I
back.
guarantee we're going to draft a linebacker and sign one because Roquan's on notice.
I mean, you probably had to at this point with Teddy out. I mean, you don't know when he gonna be ready to come back. He did
Yeah,
get his
yeah.
surgery though.
I'm sure he'll probably make a push for like week 2 or 3, but
Mm.
and I was the biggest Roquan defender, but yeah, he
Is
was.
Trenton Simpson a free agent or he's still
No,
under contract?
he got another year.
Another year. Okay.
So see, we didn't get no sacks from that group, only from Travis Jones, which is like, come on, see.
Yep. Same thing. They've been an issue. We've been complaining about all of them, the inside, the outside. Um, we're gonna talk about this later, but Eric DeCosta got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
Like the team just wasn't as good as we thought it was gonna be. And you can give some of that bail to like injuries, but nah, not everything. Not
no, he
everything
he,
wasn't
he
because of
kind of
an
missed the
injury.
ball on certain players. He should have got. Clowney was available. Could have drafted certain players that have helped immediately. Like as much as I like Emory Jones, he had surgery, so like you could have took like the kid Ratledge, he would have been ready day one. So it's just things of that nature. You could have went outside guys that was available like Dalton Rosner, Will Fries. We overpaid Cooper Rush. We gave between Cooper Rush and Jair, that was $16 million. Just we just puffed it
Yeah.
in, and that could have went to two or three other positions that could have helped us.
The only thing about Cooper Rush is it looks bad now, but we both thought it was an okay signing when it happened.
Yeah,
So I don't think that nobody thought that he was
I
gonna
ain't
come
think.
out and look at he looked I mean he was in. I don't
Yeah,
think nobody thought it was gonna be that. We've seen him come in and be a capable backup.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, it's a decent signing. But then I got to remember, we don't have the line that he needs. Like we had one, like Philly line, I think he'd have been a little bit better because
But I
he
don't
got
think that we
time to
came into
go
the
through.
season thinking our line was gonna be trash either. Like
Yeah,
like coming into it, we didn't have no conversations
Losing
about
Pat McCarry hurt more than what it might than when people realize because he was so versatile.
losing who.
Patrick McCarry,
Oh,
he was so he was a penalty merchant, but he was real versatile. He can play at different spots.
yeah. I just don't remember us talking like, oh, I'm worried about the offensive line. Like
I said I
we
was
talked
worried about.
about, we talked about. I remember
I've never
talking
been a
about.
Daniel Falehe fan.
I
Never.
remember talking about, worrying about the guards. I don't know that we
Yeah.
knew it was going to be that bad. Like we were just
Right.
like, who's going to be the guards? We kind of thought three sides of it was set, three parts of the offensive line was set, but because they were so bad, it messed up.
Yeah, because then
Man,
Roger don't trust nobody beside him. Ronnie don't. Tyler don't. So now them
Tyler over
and
there
it,
playing with two shoulders.
yeah, basically, and then it affected our tackles because they didn't trust the inside help.
Yeah, that was a mess. A lot of work to do. Last but not least, the DBs. What grade did you give them?
B plus. I mean, like I said, we did give up. It's not like Calvin Austin them dices up, but that came more so not getting pressure on the quarterback. I don't care who it is. If a quarterback has more than 4 seconds of throws, he's going to get open. It could be an XFL receiver. That's why everybody want to get on Marlon and all that's fine. For people get Marlon playing with one hand.
Mm,
One hand. Like I gotta say, he's one of the toughest Ravens ever. That's why I always defend him because yes, he would say his little goofy shit on social media, whatever. But the boy always played hurt. He played through it and he played tough. It ain't like nobody's running past him for 25, like wide open. It'd be a little shit. He right there and the quarterback just fit it in. Like,
hmm
I mean, what the hell would he there? Like, it's just ain't like nobody running by him. And they leaving him 25 yards behind. It's the when your pass rush don't consistently help you. And same when he get beat, ain't like nobody running behind. It just be right there. It's just a perfect ball. Like when the quarterback got time to get the throw he 1-on-1, I don't care who you got.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that's a big emphasis, man. We gotta get pressure on the quarterback because your corners can be good all day long. Well, if they got a tank, they already in disadvantage. The receiver know where they going. They just playing reaction. That's why I
Mm-hmm.
tell people like chill out. It's not. It's hard to. Why you gonna get rid of a guy that just had the most interceptions on your team the last 2 years? That's stupid.
Did he have the most again this year?
Yeah, four.
Okay. Yeah.
More than he had six last year.
Um, I'm giving them a C. I just feel like the defense as a whole was pretty mid. Like I said, we
Yeah,
started off good.
yeah,
That mess, I can't. I feel like you like you can't. I love Kyle. Like I think Kyle Hamilton is dope. Like he
yeah.
shows, how much he does for this team. But like you said, you can't lose one man and have your whole team fall apart like that. Like
Especially
that's
at
just
the
bad.
safety
And
position. Safety position is not as premier as an edge rusher or
no,
interior
that's
D
horrible.
lineman. You lose a
That's
safety, it's
horrible.
supposed to be like, all right, we plug one y'all in and we still should be okay.
Yeah. But I do want to say this though. I'm gonna need Mike Tomlin to fall back
Why would he say?
because Marlon after the game, Marlon was saying that Mike Tomlin came up to him and was like whispering sweet nothings in his ear, telling him he's so great and all of this stuff, right? I'm sick
Okay.
of him because you got Patrick Queen, you got Malik Harrison,
Oh,
you
yeah,
got Chuck Clark.
I see
What
you, man.
leave our players alone, man? Yeah, Marlon is okay. I don't have no problem with Marlon. I'm not a fan that be on
It's
that with
it's
him.
it's, it's the casual fan talk. Like I said, Giddy see some goofy stuff. So so he give up a little catching on there. He oh, get off the podcast. Like, bro, like chill out, man.
No, I don't even care about no podcast. But leave our guys alone, Mike Tomlin. Like
Yeah.
seriously,
He
if Marlon
Marlon is
Humphrey,
not
everybody wants Marlon Humphrey gone, right?
shit.
If Marlon Humphrey ends up on the Steelers, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna still be a fan, obviously, but
You
I'm
gonna see
not
him
gonna
get like
like
10.
that.
You gonna see him get like 10 interceptions with TJ Watt rushing the passer. You hear
Yeah,
me?
I'm not gonna like that. So
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
going
need
to
Mike
say this.
Tomlin to
Listen, I'm
stop.
gonna say this right now. If that was to happen, you gonna see Marlon lead the league in picks. I'm tell you why? Because TJ Watt and them gonna be getting pressure, and then he could just jump routes all day. Like people gotta be kept. You gotta appreciate what you have, man.
Yeah.
Shorty's probably the best corner in Raven history. I know people ain't gonna say that, but if you look at it from a numbers accolade aspect, he's probably the best corner in Raven history. I love C-Mac, love Jimmy, love Ladarius, Baxter, all of them, but they don't got the accolades they got. Only thing he don't got is a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
They know none of
Yeah.
them got more All Pros. None of that. Damn.
You good with us, Marlon? We don't, we good. I don't know
Yeah.
how you don't like mac and cheese, but that's another
Yeah,
story.
he say some weird stuff, but that's my guy, man. He a true
Uh,
Raven, man.
oh yeah, definitely. And what grade did you get special teams?
A D. Like Tyler Lip, I get you a rookie, man. But if I can rip Zay Flowers for fumbling, I gotta get on your ass too. I'm sorry. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. You know what I'm saying? We gotta keep the same energy. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta make that kick, man. You basically, from what I saw, he got scared that Peyton Willis jumped over the line, right? So he moved his foot, kick it straight down the middle still. Because if you block it, they're gonna call a penalty because he shouldn't have done that. You got scared because you seen him jump over, so you switched the direction. I watched it like 15 times. You still kick it straight. Kick it straight down the middle. Uprights don't miss. He got scared. He said, "Oh shit, let me go ahead and kick it around him." No, he fucked up at. Kick it straight down the joint. But like I said, his kick is the reason why I finally got my wish. I'm gonna give him a little bit of grace because he makes the field
Mm-hmm.
goal. We still got this motherfuckers out here, coach. So things happen for a reason.
Man, all of that pissed me off. Like all of that.
That's what calmed me
The
down,
fact
though.
that
That's
the
what I
fact
said,
that
man. Harbaugh might be gone now, so let me calm down a little bit.
I mean, yeah, y'all got what y'all wanted. And everybody thought
She
that
said,
whoever lost
"Yeah."
was
She
gonna.
said, "I got what y'all wanted."
No,
She ain't like,
I'm
"I ain't
saying
going
that
nowhere."
because did you ever? I never said I
No,
want him
no,
fired.
no,
I said I
no.
understand why. So if
Yeah.
I'm saying y'all, like my friend who inboxed me, like, see, I told you they would never win together. I ain't about to do no. See, I told you so, because it's a lot that I can say that I won't. But
Uh-oh.
I,
Chill,
I,
Shayna. Don't throw bullets at Lamar. Leave Lamar alone.
no, it ain't. It's that's y'all problem. It ain't just Lamar. It's not
No,
just Lamar.
I'm
Yup.
just messing with you. I know in general. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm giving them a D minus. Everything you just said, that was another disappointing group this year.
Yeah.
I think we both thought that. LaJohntay Wester was going to be a great addition. I mean, we saw a little bit in the preseason,
Yeah.
and we ain't get none of that in the regular
He had
season for
more
real.
mistakes. He made
Yeah,
more mistakes than he made plays.
and that's what I was going to say. The rookie special team players, both they weren't what we thought. I really didn't know what to expect. I don't know too much about no day going kickers, but what I will say is this: I saw this earlier. He had 8 kickoff penalties,
Oh
the
wow.
most in the NFL.
Yeah,
Most
that
in the
ain't good.
NFL.
That ain't good.
Now, my issue with that is now we could put that on Harbaugh, right? Because like you said, you're a special teams coach. Now
Right.
that is it is a new rule, right?
Right.
So they were saying that a lot of kickers were trying to figure it out and adjust to it. So because he's a rookie, it's like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna shoot you a little bit of bail. But 8 and the most in the league is a problem because that means that as the season went on, were you working on it? Were you trying to get better? I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's
So
what I'm
what I
talking.
will say is this. I will say this. We were all upset after that game. Like
I was for about 5 minutes.
it was because nobody wants to lose like that. Like I
Yeah.
always say, I don't care about losing. How you lose always determines how I feel about it. And because the team this whole season has been, let's be real, trash.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think we
Terrible.
could call. I think we could say the first Browns game and the Bengals game and the Packers game was probably the best games they played through 17 games.
Yeah.
That's horrible. That's horrible. So I was not mad about losing for different reasons than some of the fan base because I wasn't thinking about, yeah, we lose, we want to fire Harbaugh. I just didn't want to. I was like, I don't want to go to the playoffs and get embarrassed. And we
Yeah.
talked about that before.
Same
So
here.
I don't.
Same here.
So I went into it like I want to win because why not? You got a chance to win and get in the division. I mean, get in the playoffs. Who don't want that? Beat the Steelers in the process. Who don't? Who wouldn't want that? But when we lost, I was like, all right, I don't care because I don't want to go get embarrassed next week when y'all been so inconsistent the whole season. And I'm talking special teams, offense, defense, head coach, offensive coordinator, defensive
Yeah.
coordinator,
What a mess.
players. Let's
Yeah.
not forget that stretch of football in the beginning where they were fumbling all over the damn place. I think we all were like, what the hell is going on?
You sound like Vince Lombardi right there in that commercial.
Hello?
Yeah.
Shout out to Trippy. I mean, it's like, man, this season is one for the books. This season, this is why when I asked you a couple of weeks ago, and I said, would you prefer a season like 2015 or a season like this? And I said a season like 2015. I said that because this season is like, it was like down, high again, just to be let right back down again. In 2015, we knew we were trashed by before week 10. We knew nothing was going to happen. So every week we didn't know who was playing. We were just being legit Ravens fans
Yeah.
because we knew we were bad. We ended up with a what top 6 pick. I don't want a season like that. That's something we've had 2005 and 2015. This could have been that, but they turned
Oh,
it around a little bit.
2007.
27, 2007.
2007. Remember, yeah, we went 5-11.
Okay, because I thought I saw something earlier that was saying it was every 10 years. That's why I was laughing about
No,
2015. It was like
'05
oh
we
05,
went
oh 15.
6-10. 2007, 5-11.
Yeah, but either way, I can deal with something like that when you get it every 10 years because you know that's
Yeah.
not your norm and certain things happen. But this season was one for the Bucks. Like I don't know, man. I didn't expect it at all.
Shout out to Steve Bashadi though.
Yeah.
He put down the wine, cheese, and the crackers and the caviar, and he did what probably 95% of people think he didn't have to go home to do. I just want to talk to him for 2 minutes and just want to know what was the moment you're like, you know what, I have to go in a different direction. That's all I want to know. But I'm just so. I thought I was an Ashton Kutcher prank. Punk, I mean, whatever it was. Yeah,
Yeah, in
yeah.
2005 we was 6-10.
Yep. In 2020, in 2007, 5-11.
Um, Yeah, I agree with you about Steve Bisciotti. I would love to hear from him. I don't even care about the why. I just want to hear from him because it's been like 10
Because
years. And I
you
feel
got it,
like,
you got to know. I want it because the reason I say that because it had to be. He ain't just wake up today
oh
and
no, I
just say
mean, I don't, my thing is, well,
it
we can
was
talk about
something.
that because that's actually what I wanted to close the show with. We was already talking about that, so we can talk about that last. Um, Next, game balls. Are you giving anybody a game ball or game balls this week?
Yeah, it's gonna be all offensive guys. Zay,
Hmm.
Lamar, Derrick Henry, Isaiah Likely. That's it.
And all I have is I got Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, and Kyle Hamilton. I just feel like every time a
Now
big
Hamilton,
play,
yeah.
yeah, because yeah, because you see how important he is, right?
Yeah, but no Lamar though. Lamar drove down the
Lamar, you
field.
can get you gave Lamar ball. Why you wondering who I'm giving balls to? What?
It's your list. So don't worry.
Yeah,
No
I
harm, no
mean you.
fun.
Go ahead. And I'm saying Kyle Hamilton because he showed how important he really was to
Yeah,
that
nah,
defense.
yeah, for sure. I get that. I just don't want to get too reliant around him. Whereas though if he do miss a game, we shouldn't just go down the flames because he missed. We still got capable safeties. Aloy Gilman, once I get on him, still a capable safety. Darius, capable safety. Malachi, capable
And
safety.
that's the thing about it. I don't even necessarily think
Should
that it's like you said, the secondary issue was the front. And we realized when the defense got like started turning around because we moved Thomas up closer. So
yeah, we
when
shouldn't
you
have to
out
keep
the
doing that.
game, no, I know, but what I'm saying is when you have those guys in the back that we all trust, and you're putting him up front, and then major defense improved them more than what it was, and then you lose him. That's why I'm just saying you could see how important he really was to the whole defense. I'm not even just talking about in the back because he really was everywhere. He
Yeah,
wasn't just back there. So it would
you
be
know what's
different
crazy?
if all he did was be back there and then the secondary as a whole just fell off.
You know what's crazy? Last year with the fix was moving him back. This year was bringing him up. Ain't that something?
Well, it was moving him back and benching your boy that you was mad about got benched. But
Lamarcus Williams. At first I was, but then it is what it is. Because I just had a hard time believing he just forgot how to play football in the year. I'm just and what he with a broken arm, he was playing at a Pro Bowl level. I knew he ate it. He ate his back for as he should have, but he low key tries when he was talking. See, he was trying to throw some shade at Orr because you could tell.
did he play this season? I'm asking. I'm not
Uh,
joking.
I'm not completely sure. I know
Oh,
Seattle
okay.
and I worked them out in Pittsburgh did, so I want to say no. But
Mm.
he still was trying to. He was trying to be cool about it, but he could. It was definitely still some schematic stuff that didn't go his way either.
And it may have been because that's what Roquan basically. No, Roquan said it was really the players. He was like, good
Yeah,
plays were being called, but
those
we
not
weren't.
they're gonna say the right stuff. I guarantee in the heart of heart, he probably feel like a schematics team because his
Right.
play
He
decline
on a
too.
chart. He's on the Chargers.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't even know
yeah.
he was over there.
Yeah, I knew somebody, heck, man. Just like Roquan, he looked amazing with Mike McDonald. You go to Zach on there, it's like I'm sure, like I said, the guys are not gonna flat out throw him under the bus because they like him, as a person. So, but you
Oh,
can
he on a
clearly,
damn. He on a practice squad. What the hell?
oh, okay, I knew somebody grabbed him, but you can clearly see the difference in players in different schemes. You can clearly see that they're gonna say the right thing because it's professional and the right thing to do. They're not gonna say, yeah, Zach, oh shit sucks. They're not gonna say that.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when I see guys just looking confused on the field, I'm just like,
That gives you
my
that
only
flag.
thing is, if my thing is this, if y'all so confused, if the collective is so confused, did anybody not think to address that with the head coach or the defensive coordinator in general? Or are you just sitting with your position coaches just complaining about it? Because if it's so hard for you to grasp what he's trying to get y'all to do, if that's, I'm going by what you just said. If
Yeah,
it's the scheme of it all and everybody feels that way, then why y'all not addressing that and
that's
try
true.
to ask them? This is what I mean about players and just the leadership think of like what they could do.
Yeah,
Like we just said, Todd Monken didn't make Lamar Jackson do what he did that brought us back in that game and almost had us winning it. That was just Lamar being Lamar. So
and
sometimes players gotta
using his football IQ.
hello, players gotta do what they gotta do. Like that's my point about man, whatever. On
Yeah,
to the coach that everybody
but let me
go
say that
ahead.
Zach Orr was put in a tough situation. He did fairly well, all things considered, but Harbaugh put him in a bad position.
And another thing, outside of that, Ravens fan, y'all, okay. When Mike McDonald left, because I don't understand that whole fumbling thing, right? The Ravens fumbled by not keeping him. We
Yeah.
we were just in the AFC
That's
Championship.
why I said it was
They
unprecedented.
weren't gonna fire John
Yeah,
Harbaugh. And then people
yeah,
say,
yeah, yeah.
well,
Yeah, I
they should
agree.
have they should have paid him like a head coach. You don't get many head coaching opportunities.
Nah,
So if
you
he
know.
had an opportunity, why would he not take that?
Only way he would
And
have stayed is Bashadi would have had to basically make him a promise. Feel me?
okay, whatever.
That was the
But
only, I'm just
he,
playing devil's
yeah.
advocate.
So, but if I
He
still
would have had
want
to
to,
make
if
him
I
a
if
promise.
I if I got an opportunity right now, right here, this team wants me. I'm not. I don't care about your goddamn promise because that ain't promise. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? Like I don't. No. So I'm not mad at him
No,
for
he did the
leaving.
right thing.
But I
I
think that
mean,
people also forget that he wasn't the only one that left the building.
yeah.
So when he left the building, other guys left. The Titans defensive coordinator, the Dolphins defensive coordinator. Everybody, Leslie Frazier left and went with Mike.
Yeah.
It wasn't just we removed Mike and everybody else stayed. That's not what happened. So a lot went into Zach Orr being the defensive coordinator.
Somebody said
I don't.
Harbaugh to the Browns. Who cares? Like,
He went there already
no,
to the Browns.
they just spitballing. That's
Well,
all.
I care. Let's talk about John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh's
If
been
he go
fired.
there, cool. Yeah, him and Shador,
John
I'm sure
Harbaugh's
will
been
be.
fired. So John Harbaugh's been fired. Everybody, most of the fan base, like you said, 99, whatever, 0.9% of the fan base wanted John Harbaugh fired. And he's gone after 18 years. Uh, what do you think about that, Justin?
Great coach. I'm gonna start off giving him his flowers first and foremost because great coach, great record, great resume. Like I said, Super Bowl winning coach, home in the ring of honor, well deserved Hall of Fame coach. But it's just time, just one of them things. It's just time. Like I said, he succeeded more than what the average coach have done. Done, So, but it just come time. It's like with Andy Reid in Philly. Sometimes you got to go a different direction. Wish him the best. Like I say, his phone is probably blowing off. Hold him up there.
Hmm.
Phone's probably blowing off with job opportunities. But like I said, it's just time. Just time. Just time. Like I said, it's just today's NFL, man. You see all the older coaches are getting weeded out, if you notice this. Belichick, Pete Carroll, uh, all those long tenured coaches. The only on the day, like I said, is Tomlin the last one. And like I said, depending on what happens, he may be gone too. So, but yeah, like I said, John, the great coach. He's definitely probably going to do. I think he's going to do well somewhere else. But like I said, it's just that time comes. Like you can't just, oh yeah, because we don't know, we don't have a crystal ball to see who could replace him right away. You can't go off that. Rashad did that because like we did it before. So it's been a very long time. Like we hired the guy that didn't. We hired him. This was a gamble. So and now it's much better quality candidates back then with him. And back then it was only him and Jason Garrett. So like I said, wish him the best, man. Great, great overall coach, but it just was time. It was just time for a change.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree with what you said. When John Harbaugh came in 2008, I think everybody was like, "Who?" We
Everybody
didn't.
thought it was Jim. I said, no, it's the brother.
Yeah, like we didn't know what we were getting. Um, and I feel like he came into a with a good veteran team. And that goes back to what I keep
Yeah,
talking about with
he
the
put his stamp on it. I will give him that.
yeah,
He put a
but
stamp
that goes
on it.
back to what I mean about the players because sometimes as much as you need your coach to lead, you need your players to lead too. And I feel like you got a good situation with that. But I also feel like life changed for Baltimore Ravens fans when John Harbaugh and Joe Flacco came to Baltimore. Because as great as we were with all of those defensive players, Hall of Fame players, we had no consistency. If you think about it, we won the Super Bowl in 2000. We went to the playoffs again in 2001, and we never won another playoff game after the Super Bowl in 2000. So I understood it when Brian Billick got fired. You hired John Harbaugh, all of the good, all of the bad. I understand now in year 18, after year 18, why he was fired. like I've said a bunch of times, I've never been one to be on a fire John Harbaugh train because I just look at everything. I don't look at just it's your fault, it's your fault. Like it's a lot of people to place blame on when things don't go right. However, I've always said I understood how
Dre said he thought it was Jim too. That was 95% of the world that thought that.
I thought that I think that I thought I always understood why y'all wanted him going. So my thing was just that I always think about stuff in a more logical, like everything, not just you the reason why type of thing. So I'm not surprised that he's gone. I'm not. I feel like the talk has got too loud. I'm not. It's not just fans. It's beyond fans, and it's beyond local media. When the national media and players are on all their podcasts, and everybody is talking about John Harbaugh needing to be fired and Lamar he was. I don't see how Steve Bisciotti would have kept him because it was getting too hot.
Yeah.
But with that said, I do appreciate John and everything he did for us. Um, I do not want him to go to the Browns. I'm not understanding why y'all want him to go any of these players to go somewhere within your division. Like I don't, I'm
I mean,
not
I
with that.
wouldn't. Of course, I'm not want that, but John might say this is the perfect way to say fuck us, just like players do.
Yeah, just
Coaches
like
do
everybody
too.
else, right? And so
So
I hope he don't.
what we going to say? We're going to step in front of his house. You better not go to Cleveland.
No, no, you
I'm
can't.
just saying.
You know
It's
what?
like
So no, that's not my point. That's not what
I
I'm
know
saying.
what you're. No, I
Because
get what
somebody
you're
no, because
saying. I'm just
somebody know.
saying
Because I literally
in
shared the
general.
post earlier this week, and it said that the Browns would be interested in John Harbaugh, and I was like,
That's
I would be, I
95%
would
of
be
the league.
mad if, man, okay, y'all can play them games if you want to. I don't want John
I
Harbaugh in
think
the division.
that's where he gonna
So,
go at right there. New York, the Giants, because of the they on. They
well,
was
and
great.
that, and that, and
They
that's
were.
fine
They
too.
were.
But I'm gonna
They
need y'all
were
to stop acting like you don't care if he go. Why would you want him to go to the Browns? Real talk. Why would you
no,
say
no. I
no?
just told you I don't. But it's like ain't much you can do. You can't.
No,
He's
it's not
now.
nothing you can do. So what I'm saying is, when I said that, like I don't, when I shared the post, I was like, I don't want him to go, and somebody commented like, I don't care if he goes there, he can go. Why y'all acting like he can't? You think the Browns don't got talent?
No, they do. They got your door. They
So
got.
I'm
They got
not, I'm
America.
not
Yeah.
understanding that. I would rather him. I could cheer for John
It's.
Harbaugh elsewhere.
I want to
If he
speak
went
for
to
the
an
guy.
NFC team, I would be do it. I
Yeah,
think it would be great. No, I don't want him in the division. No more than I wanted Patrick Crane on the Steelers. Like I didn't want him to go there.
for sure.
But I'm not about to sit up here and act like as a fan that it would bother me. Like it's not going to bother me if he's with the Browns. Like I don't want no. I didn't want Flacco over there
Right.
with the Browns or the Bengals, and he better not go to the Steelers.
No, they're not great. That's a little bit of a downgrade if you ask me. But um, it's just one of those things. I guess people like, hey, he can go where he want now. It's like it ain't nothing we could do. Of course, that wouldn't be our number one destination to see him go, of course. But this is like ain't nothing we could do. Me personally, I think it's going to be the Giants because they were it was reports that the Giants were willing. It was a great trade for him before this happened.
No, but I saw that
Yeah,
I
no,
saw that they were
no,
interested in
that
him.
was picking up a lot of steam. Like credible people saying that they were going to get up some draft picks, and I don't know exactly what, but that's how bad they want. They want a person with a good winning background, with to come in with a quarterback like them, to basically get the winning back and the Giants consistency winning. They were going to trade for him, so now they don't got to do that. So of course, that's not the first place I would like him to see you go. But like I said, depending on, I don't think John Harbaugh is petty like that, but you never know. But
Well, I'm
like
gonna
I
just keep
said,
my fingers crossed and hope he don't go to the Browns because I ain't finna.
yeah, if he do, what you gonna lose it.
I might.
I'm I'm just gonna be like, nah, Bush on the best. Like I
I
said,
might.
because their front
I'm not
office,
gonna lose it. I'm just gonna be mad. Like I wish he wouldn't have went there.
yeah,
Not because I think that we wouldn't be capable. I don't even know who we're going to bring in. So I'm not going to say it like we can't beat him. But no, I don't want to go somewhere we got to play against him two times a year. Like, no, I don't.
yeah,
I
true,
don't.
true.
He can
I
go
got
anywhere
you.
else.
Yeah, for sure. About me personally, this is just me. I think he's going to the East Weatherford to the Giants because they got the infrastructure, young quarterback. The front office is better there than Cleveland, and he always speak highly of Jackson toughness, so that just makes sense. And they're probably going to give him more what he want than Cleveland. Like they're going to Giants basically like, man, they probably gonna give Harbaugh a blank check. Like, look, we got young quarterback, this defense here. We know time ran. The sand battle ran out with you in Baltimore, but hey, fresh start. Yeah, and the last time they had a coach like of his caliber, they did pretty good. Tom Coughlin. So
I think he would be fine with the. I think he would be fine with the
yeah,
Giants. I don't.
I
He'll be
think that's
fine a lot of
they're
places.
gonna do. They're gonna do the most to get him. That's why I say you go there. Cleveland might be like, yeah, we'll take you, but you know, the Giants are really gonna basically give Harbaugh a blank check. But,
Well,
go ahead,
hopefully they do it.
go ahead. I know you got some other stuff to add before we wrap.
Um, Next topic. What should be priority number one for Eric DeCosta this offseason?
Personnel wise or coaching wise.
Whatever you think should be priority number one. Like, what do you think should be priority number one?
All right, I'll split it up. Because now with Harbaugh gone, you got to talk about that. Get the right head coach in here first and foremost. Like I said, you got Brian Flores. Of course, people want to say they want about the. We all know what happened to Miami. Man's a good football coach. Clint Kuviak. He Mike McDonald probably telling him go take this job. Feel me? He probably telling him, look, once we come out there, go in. You got Lamar Jackson, bro. Go coach him. He said, if I had that opportunity, I would have still been there. He probably telling him, yeah, go. Don't waste your time with no Cardinals and all them. Feel me? Yeah, Mike McDonald probably saving him. Like, man, go to Baltimore. Guarantee you, y'all gonna do something. Especially with that offensive mind of his. Marcus Freeman in Notre Dame, even though I didn't like what they did with the bowl game, but he's still a pretty good coach. Chris Schuler, Jesse Minter, he was here before. Cliff Kingsbury probably won't be my first choice, but he's an offensive minded guy. He did pretty good in Arizona, all things considered, but definitely get the head coach right, get the coordinators, staff together, coaching wise. Player wise, you have to protect Lamar first. That's first and foremost. I know I've been speaking to edge rush, but you can always find edge rush away. I think with a different defensive coach, I think the pass rush will be a little bit better. But if you get a Raheem Morris or Jim Swartz, whoever, feel me, you get them in here and they go back to them 4-3. That'll help the pass rush a little better. And you can always get somebody a Max Crosby, you feel me, trade or whatever the case may be. But definitely protect Lamar. So Faalele and Voorhees should not be starting next year. And if you got to let Emery rock out and draft somebody else or whoever the top remaining guard is, free agency, go spend that money. But but coaching, like, I'm going to just go personnel. We already know coaching wise what we got to do. Protect Lamar and go get a decent pass rush. Everything else you can fill in the blanks, like, corners and all that, receivers, you can take care of that, whatever. But building up the offensive line, building up the defensive line.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. Obviously picking the right coach. I don't have a list of names like you as far as who I would like or think they
I've been
should go
thinking
look
about
at.
this for a long time.
I think that I just want somebody that's not soft. Like, no, I don't want no soft spoken person coming in here. Baltimore, tough city. You need a coach that can keep that same energy.
Yeah,
Um, so definitely the coach. And I don't know how much say Eric DeCosta has in that regard. Like, I really don't know. It's
yeah,
not something that we've had to deal with a lot. When everybody talk about John Harbaugh, they just say that he was Steve Bisciotti's hire. So I would assume that Steve Bisciotti, that makes me feel like Steve Bisciotti is the one that's calling the shots and making the choices. So I don't know how much Eric DeCosta is going to be involved with that head coaching job, but I would say that as the GM, he probably maybe he should be involved. Like, I don't really know who hired, because most times when I see people, teams will hire a GM and a coach at the same time.
yeah.
Most times, like, it's usually not a situation where a GM is hired. Like, they kind of come in as a package deal sometimes. So I don't know how much say Eric DeCosta is going to have in it, but picking a right coach definitely matters because you have to have the tone set early. So like I said, I'm glad they did that now so we can get the ball rolling. All season starts
And
now.
like I said, them people that was great. Take them crappy little jobs in Cleveland
Hmm.
and Arizona. Like I know they on the phone. Like, hold the fuck up now.
Yeah, because earlier
Yeah,
when I looked, it was like,
we might need to go in and see what's going on in Baltimore first, because right now all the team that's available, what team is ready to win now? How fully healthy than us?
well, you know what? And since we're talking about Eric DeCosta and what he needs to do, and I agree, I do agree about the trenches. The trenches on both sides.
Yeah,
Outside of the coach, that needs to be number one. But let's talk about what me and you was talking about before we got on here about the rumor about them wanting to move Lamar, right? If that happens, or if that's even true, Steve Bisciotti need to sell a team, and Eric DeCosta need to pack his bags and go with John Harbaugh as well.
yeah. You
It
basically
ain't
just said
no
fuck
way y'all should even be
everything.
talking about trading or think about moving Lamar. Like, for what? You just
Yeah,
got rid of your coach of 18 years. because obviously he's the problem, right? You're
Yeah,
going to get rid of one of the best quarterbacks in the league for what?
yeah, that's. I don't even
I
like
don't
that. I don't
understand
like
it.
nothing. I don't like nothing about that rumbling at all. But I get
So
it.
I don't
It's.
believe it.
I
I
don't.
don't believe. I would have to see that happen to
Yeah,
believe that's happening.
basically that's
Because
that type of
that
thing.
doesn't make any sense to me.
None
That
whatsoever.
doesn't. Now let me tell you what I told my friend. I said, well, if that's what they're doing, like, are we really taking for Arch Manning? Because why would you think you're going to
He,
go into the
he
next
wasn't
20?
even
You're going to
all
go into
that.
2026. I'm just saying, what are you doing? Who
Yeah.
thinks to trade Lamar? You think the Bills, the Chiefs, or even the Bengals are thinking about trading their quarterbacks?
No, sir.
I don't even know why that's a conversation.
Yeah.
So even and somebody said, well, maybe they don't want to pay him the money. Da, da, da. Man, you already signed him to the contract.
Yeah, that's one position
So
you got to have. You'll figure it out.
yeah, like you're not going to win. If you trade Lamar, then what? Do you know what somebody just told me? If Go ahead, trade Lamar to the Raiders for Max Crosby, and it's a win-win for both teams. I said, how that's a win for the Ravens? Please
We're gonna rush
explain
the pass
how.
if they can't score.
How? How? And then that logic, and that's what I mean about y'all Lamar fans. This
What?
is my problem. This is my problem with y'all Lamar fans. Because then his response to that was, "Well, everybody seems to like Tyler Huntley, so let Tyler." Man,
Who
nobody in their right mind
suggested
is
that though?
saying they
Like,
want. I don't even know if you know. I don't know if you know him, so I don't want to say. I don't want to put him on blast because he's not in none of
I
the
feel
groups.
you, but like, bruh, like you talking about playing.
His name is LeVar, but I don't know if you know him or
I
not.
got you talking about quarterback, just a serviceable backup quarterback. Now starting the full season, just dinking and dunking. Man,
No, but he was saying
man,
that
that's
to
what
be
I'm.
smart. Like he's trying to be.
I know.
And I'm just like, that's stupid. Like
Beyond,
nobody. I
beyond
think that
stupid.
the only people, okay, people were saying let Tyler Huntley play against the Steelers because they felt like he was healthier than Lamar. Nobody knew what Lamar was going to look like, and they felt like he was running the offense better. I don't think there is one person who was like who felt like, well, shoot, let's trade Lamar and just ride with Huntley. That doesn't. I've not even had a conversation like that. So in what
Doing 20,
world is it a?
no. Doing the 23 whole contract debacle. I've heard a few silly people say that dumb shit. I'm like, let's get the two first round
Well,
picks. No, I did. I'm just putting this out here. They were like, let's get the two first round picks, and for this year, just roll with Huntley, then draft somebody next year. I'm like, man, go play in traffic, bro.
I cannot. I cannot.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit of
I
that, and
can't.
I cut it straight short.
Man, all right. In 2023, if you felt like that, whatever. I don't even care about who felt like that then.
Right.
It ain't no way right now, we're in 2026 now, that you're logically gonna try to say, well, just trade Lamar and we can ride with Huntley. For what?
We'll be picking in the top 5 next year, easy.
I just talk that's why I said tank for Arch.
And
If that's what you're talking about,
look, and yet he ain't even looking all that. So it's like
watch
that.
him. We ain't doing that. Don't talk about
I'm
my
just
man
being
like that.
honest.
Don't we ain't
I
talking
like
about
the
that.
kid, but he ain't.
Don't we gonna
He's
talk
more.
about we
Listen,
just
I'm gonna say this with him. He's more named than substance right now.
yeah. Whatever, man. Don't play with him like that. That's
I'm just
royalty
being
right
real.
there.
Like I
No, but
get
for
it.
real,
I
he
get
had his
it.
bumps. No shade, no shade. He had his bumps. I'm talking about Arch. Arch had his bumps. The
Yeah.
problem I got with people like you and your opinion of him is that when he's played well, y'all don't say a damn thing.
Because let me tell you why
Y'all don't
he
say a
played.
damn thing.
He
So
played well against Texas Pass. So damn.
I'm like,
I know. I listen. I
who
like Arch. I like Arch, man. No, I like him. I think he's gonna be a hell of a
man,
quarterback.
and y'all do that at your convenience too. I hate that when people dismiss schedules and who take you play on a schedule, man.
For
Like
sure. No, that's why I said don't get it confused. I like him a lot. I'm rooting for him. I just think now he's getting more humble. And now he's realized, all right, I just because of my man, it ain't great coming to me. Now he's actually improved a lot. He's
mm-mm.
knowing he's
I want to
realized
hear
he
more
got
of that. I want to hear y'all
he is
talk about the
because he
improve.
finally realized like yeah I can't be my uncle and
Well, let's
my
be clear
uncles.
though. His family has never uplifted him like that.
Oh
Like
no,
Archie, man, Archie was like,
Peyton rips him every chance to get, and I respect it. He rips
and
him.
Archie, but
He
his
rips him.
grandfather did too. His grandfather was like, he
His
not going to no
grandfather was
NFL.
ass. If you want to be completely honest, Archie is the worst of the man. He was terrible in New Orleans. He just got to the Hall of Fame because back then, quarterbacks can. It was just,
Oh, Archie was like
he was terrible. He was
he was
fucking
more
terrible.
like a, well, that team was,
He was
if you watch the
true.
documentaries, the
That's
Saints were
true.
terrible.
With the
And
bags, and I know. I'm just being real. From another
but he was
aspect,
exciting when I watched them. When I watched that documentary, it was called The Book of Man. It's great. If you've never seen it, watch it. It's a great documentary about the Daddy, Peyton, and Eli. It's about the SEC quarterbacks. But the Saints were horrible, and he was
They were.
exciting.
They
He was
were.
exciting. And when I watched that, I was like, shoot, imagine if Peyton or Eli had a little bit of his like listen to them. Like they don't got none. He could run around and
Well, they
but
definitely
I'm
could do
not
that for sure.
I ain't saying he and you say he in the Hall of Fame. I didn't know he
Yeah,
was
I
in the
think
Hall of Fame.
I might be miscued. I know it's
Yeah,
in the College Hall of Fame.
I don't know. But Arch cool. Arch is Arch and he birthed some legends. And Arch, the baby Arch, we're gonna see what he's gonna do. But I think he did good. He did okay. Like it's okay to have growing pains. Like people gotta stop acting like
When you got
everybody is
that
gonna
type of
come in
last
and
name, you know the expectations are going to be here.
yeah, but do y'all do that to Shador?
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody
that's why he getting killed the way he killed. Yeah, 'cause, yeah.
no.
Let me tell you why.
So
Let me tell you what the
but you
difference with that is. Dion didn't play quarterback. That's the only little twist with that. You got two Hall of Fame uncles who played quarterback, and a grandfather for the
so you
most
thought he
part
was
was
just gonna
good.
come in this year and do what? Ball out and win a Heisman? Is that what you expected to have happen?
I expect him to be at least in the top three finalists for sure. I ain't
Oh,
even
okay.
lying.
See, I
What
didn't
the
have
talent?
expected.
What the talent they got at Texas? Shit, I thought he
I
needs to
didn't
be
think
that.
that. I didn't have no. I hadn't seen him play enough to be saying that. So, like you said,
I know the
you or
talent.
others may
Listen,
have been like,
I know the talent that Texas got on that team. They're very
so
talented.
you think he held them back?
I ain't gonna say that. No, I think Star Keys held them back more than anything. But I'm glad he's coming back because next year they probably could be in a national championship mix if they do the right things they gotta do.
Yeah, man. I don't know, but put some respect on his name because y'all be wilding.
No, I like the kid. I want him to succeed.
All right. Last but not least, last topic: team awards. So we do this the Ravens edition. So only Ravens players. I'm gonna say the award, and you give me who you have as the winner. And
Okay.
if you don't have anybody, you don't have nobody. You know,
Mhm.
like you don't have to feel pressed to give it if
Mhm.
that's how you feel, because this season was all right. So let's start with coach. Who are you giving, excuse me, coach of the year to?
Nobody.
Same. They were a mess. Same. Who are you giving offensive rookie of the year to?
Hmm. Damn, we didn't really have nobody offensive book to go off like that. By default, man, this ain't nobody.
Exactly. I was sitting here like, who? What
Emory
offensive
Jones,
rookie we got?
he
He
didn't
didn't
start.
even play. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
what
I
else
was
can
like,
you
all right.
say?
So
Yeah.
those two, nobody gets it. Sorry, guys. Defensive rookie of the year. Who you giving
Teddy
that to?
Buchanan. Teddy Buchanan. Teddy Buchanan. Much as I love Malachi, Teddy Buchanan.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Because I don't even think that I initially went into the season thinking that he would have kind of beat Trenton out, like started getting a little bit more time. But I'm gonna go with starts. I do think that he played really well his rookie year, but I agree with you about I'm not mad about Teddy. Not at all. And get well, because we definitely gonna need you, buddy. Comeback player of the year.
Oh man. John Jenkins.
Mhm. Not mad at that. I'm going Keaton Mitchell.
Okay.
I feel like we were all excited about him last year. Couldn't we were devastated when he went down, and we
Yeah.
thought he could have played a big role this season. And we know what the talk was before they started playing him. But I feel like once he got in that game, like every time he got in the game, something good came out of it. It was a good change of pace back. So I'm gonna get at the Keaton Mitchell.
Okay, I like it.
Defensive player of the year.
Hmm. I guess Kyle Hamilton, even though he didn't get no interceptions and nothing.
hmm Same. I have Kyle as well. Offensive player of the year.
Derrick Henry.
Same. Even with the fumbles, even with the early frustrations, like I feel like he was still Mr. Dependable
You got to realize
throughout.
he was 20 yards away from leading league in rushing.
I was just about to say, and when you look at how it ended up being, either way, like he definitely was the offensive player of the year. And last but not least, MVP.
I'm still going Lamar because you see when he's healthy, he gives us the best chance to win. He still had a three touchdowns, the one 3-1 interception ratio. I'm still going out.
And I'm gonna go Kyle Hamilton. I feel like this past season he just showed how
Man,
important
you
he
gave
really
two
is to this
awards.
defense. I did.
Yeah.
I did. Because I feel like he really just showed how important he is to the team as a whole. And I do understand about Lamar, like, but what I will say is that Lamar has to be healthy because we're not going to act like that stretch of football when after he came back from an injury was good. Like he played that good game against the Dolphins, and after that it was about a 3 or 4 game stretch where I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
Um, but he wasn't 100%. We talked about that. I do think he was dealing with injuries. He
He
didn't
had
want
a
to get
grade
blamed on
two.
injuries.
That's 8 weeks. He came back in 3. So yeah,
Oh, I agree. But he was the one that was saying it wasn't injuries. I'm like, nah, bro, you hurt. Because if you ain't hurt, then
because
you
he don't want
trash.
to. Lamar not a type of guy. He want to make excuses. That's just not him.
Okay. But yeah, those are our awards. I saw somebody in the comments saying, can we read their comments? So you gonna go through these comments and answer some of their questions? Somebody just said, are y'all gonna answer our questions?
Because some of the shit don't. Let me speculate. Like Tyler Schultz. Like who gives a shit about Tyler Schultz? But Ravens
The
related
Saints
and Red.
quarterback?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like what are we talking about that for? Our certain ones that's Raven related. Travis Jones, that's a good one, Reg. Uh Derrick Henry MVP and all Taz Walker. Nah, I would go Zay Flowers for Taz Walker because he only got what 5 catches.
Mm,
Matter of fact, let me scratch that. Let me switch my MVP. Let me go
mm-hmm,
Derrick Henry for MVP and Offensive Player of the Year, Zay Flowers.
mm.
Because I can't just ignore 1,200 yards receiver. So by default, because
That's
Lamar
fair.
was, so yeah, I'm gonna switch it like that. Because I'm sorry, I just feel remiss not to have Zay in some type of category. 1,200 yards and your quarterback missed 4 games. Like yeah, that can't get overlooked. Well, yeah,
Okay.
that's I'm not going to go through up all this. So yeah,
Oh, that's fine. I didn't know what was being said, so I didn't know if you wanted to answer any
yeah.
questions.
No, I seen some of it. Some of it, but it was just irrelevant. Um,
Well, we glad y'all came to chit chat, even if you was talking trash.
yeah, I seen a few of
Um,
them.
but what I said I wanted to say the Steve Bisciotti stuff for last. So this is my point.
Yeah,
I agree with everything you said, and I understand why you want to ask him like why now. I just feel like it's time to address the fans. Like it's long overdue. You know, you probably aren't the only person that want to know why. Like what made you fire John Harbaugh? What happened? Um, but I feel like he's just been hiding. I feel like it's been like 10 years since we've heard from him. Like they don't do the state of the Ravens like they used to do anymore, where all of them would come up there and sit up there and answer
at the
questions.
end of the
Like
year, end of the
John
year.
Harbaugh, that was the only thing. That was the only press conference you would see John Harbaugh be quiet in. Because at that
Yeah,
point, I done answered every question this season. I've been taking all the bullets. So y'all gonna sit up here and answer some of these questions. So I would like that as a Ravens fan, just to get back to the state of the Ravens type of thing that we used to do. I just feel like it's something that's satisfying for the fans and can kind of make us feel like we're included in what you're doing. Like we used to look forward to that. So if I could ask Steve Bisciotti to do anything, bring back the State of the Ravens press conference. But we want to hear from you, sir.
yeah. I'm sure he's going to speak on this at some point because he have to. He can't. He don't make this type of move and just then go ghost. I'm because then we all going to know who they have in mind and bring in. So he's going to speak at some point this week. But I can bet my bottom down on that, and I'm sure you can too.
Well, I can't. I ain't betting it because I don't know. That man ain't been
You don't
talking to
just
us.
fire
But I hope.
nobody and
I
then
really do
because
hope that he.
I think he got investors and people he gotta you know a people he gotta
Okay, but Justin, okay. So let's say he do it this week, right? Then I'm gonna
yeah.
need somebody to ask him why we
Well,
ain't heard from you then.
I'm just
Because
saying within the
because all
next
I'm
month
saying is
you're
we
not gonna
just want
fire
to.
Harbaugh and then just be like, all right, we're just gonna wait till March to
You hire
hire
their
a coach.
coach. No, no, no.
I
I don't think
don't
they're
see
going.
that happening.
I just feel like not even.
I
It
don't
ain't
see
even
it happening.
about. It's not even about them. I don't need to hear from him when he got a new coach. Like you said, I want to hear from you right now.
That's what I'm
Look at
saying.
your coach.
He's gonna speak like, hey, we're interested in this guy.
Well, I don't
I,
even need him to tell me who he interested in because that you shouldn't do. I don't think you need to tell the world who they looking at. I don't want that.
I
I'm
don't
just
think
saying I
he's
want
gonna
to
say
hear him.
it by name, but he's gonna give the qualities he's looking for. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I just want to hear from him.
And I doubt
If
he
it's
just
if
got
it's
hard and then he just mute and then oh yeah we just our coach get hired. I know I just don't
I
see
mean,
that.
I hope. I don't know. Haven't heard from this man in years. So
Yeah,
if he does talk, I'm not surprised because you can't fire somebody of 18 years and not talk to people that you
yeah.
haven't talked to.
I just
So
don't see that.
I want to hear from the owner of the Ravens.
We
Do you
will. I
even
don't
still
know.
want to? Do you even
I'm
still want to be the owner of the Ravens? Are you going to sell the team and let somebody else pick it? Like what? We want to know what's the state of the Ravens right now.
yeah.
We miss it,
We're gonna definitely hear from Eric DeCosta for sure, but I think we're still gonna hear from
and he
Steve.
get and they and he needs to catch all the smoke too. Because we talked
Yeah,
about that during the season as well. Was it John Harbaugh? Was it Eric
yeah. His
DeCosta?
roster
Eric
moves
DeCosta
ain't put us in the best
didn't
position.
do a damn thing at the trade deadline. Like, what were you thinking?
No, he trade. No, that's he did, but he thought it was enough. Just trading for Traymon Jones was not going to just be like woo.
No, right. It wasn't.
He is like a
Just
tier three. He is a tier three rusher, good player, but he's not nobody that was going to
he
move the
wasn't
needle.
no life changing. He wasn't going to change life.
Because that's why the Titans got rid of him so cheap. Respectfully,
But I can't wait. I can't wait to hear from Steve
no,
Bisciotti
I
and
think
Eric DeCosta.
we're on the same page with that because it's like, yeah, even though I'm happy about it, but you got to at least give us something, some type of inkling, something. I ain't saying you got to let us in your whole list of what you got, but at least something like, hey, blah 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 blah. We this is the nigga qualities we looking for. Even if you hit us with the razzle there, at least say us. We got to hit something.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, this probably be our last, this book is gonna be our last show prior to like March. We take a little break. Um, come here and do some free
Unless
agency there.
something happens, if we get a head coach, we might come talk about it.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
we
not
might,
if we are going to get a head coach. So we will need to
yeah,
talk about it when it happens.
yeah. We'll do a show for that. It probably won't be super long, but it'll probably be a nice 30-minute show or something when we do that. But then other than that, then we'll probably won't be nothing to the free agency and all that combine. Go ahead, Shannon, give your closing remarks.
That was it for me. That was my closing remarks. I want to hear from Steve Bisciotti.
Oh, okay.
Like I
Well, for
really
me,
want to hear from him.
yeah, I knew we was gonna have a nice turnout today because that took place. Yeah, plus we ain't been on. That like I said, definitely want to hear from him, EDC, hear from some of the players, get their honest opinions. So I know some gonna be like heartbroken, sad. You have some that probably like in the back of their mind, like, hey, it was needed. So you're gonna have a mixture there. And like I said, I'm gonna be listening to all the media outlets, mainstream, local, whatever, regular podcast. I know everybody gonna have their mixed views. But like I said, but sometimes like I said, change is inevitable. Like a wise
Hmm.
man once said. Like I said, he has the length he's been in was 28. That's why it's not
Oh,
what
you asked me this earlier, and I wanted to say this while we still got time on air.
what
Why did I share that post and say the excuses run out? It's not a shot at Lamar for anybody that follows us in these sports groups and saw what I said. It's a shot at everybody, if you want to call it a shot,
right
because Lamar is not the only player on the Ravens that have fallen short.
for sure,
So when I say the excuses run out, I'm referring to everybody. You're not going to have a John Harbaugh to blame on why you didn't run the ball or,
for sure,
why you like something bad happening for you to be able to say like to not have to acknowledge why you may have dropped the ball in a key moment or missing tackles. You know what I mean? Like the excuses run out. You got rid of John Harbaugh. Most likely everybody's going to be gone. It's going to be a whole new coaching staff. So I'm gonna need the guys to put in some work this offseason, like have a different mentality when they come back.
and this will get the players' mind right. Like, damn, I was here coach for 20 years, just got dismissed. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we can get dismissed too. So players get a little bit more leniency because of the salary cap.
Hmm.
So they get a little bit more grace. Was there ain't no salary cap for a coach? You can sign a coach today and fire them on, and it don't affect nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe got to
The
pay them out.
team, the team just still got
Maybe
paying.
got to pay them out a little bit, but it ain't gonna hurt you far as like no cap or nothing like
They
that.
said the Raiders are paying like $50 million and like five coaches that don't
Yeah,
coach
they
with
are.
them. I'm
That's
like, what
why.
in
That's
the
why. That's
world?
why they said this next hire they have to get it right because they
That
got to
is
pay
a
Pete
man.
Carroll. Yeah. John Gruden set them back big time.
Mm,
But
mm,
all I want to say is thank y'all for tuning in. Like I said, whenever they make that hire, we'll do a show. We'll come up with something to talk about to keep
mm.
everybody engaged. And then after that, it'll be probably some time doing a free agency combine thing. Um, I still got my Hurricanes. I still can lean on them for us for football. So hopefully,
Mm.
they could
You
pull
don't
it
want to
out.
talk about them Thunder.
No, we
Ooh,
lose it. No, I was going to get to that. I was going to get to that. I was going to get to that. But we still on football right now. So the Canes against Ole Miss. Yeah. So I need them to pull up 3. And then my Thunder, I still got them. We taking some L's right now, and that's cool. The goal is not to win 75, 77 games. I mean, that's the talk because that's what how the game.
what's
The goal.
happening?
The goal is I'd rather lose now than in the postseason. And we missing some guys, and that's cool. But the goal is to win the championship, whether it be 55 wins or 75 wins. I'm not worried about that shit. The goal is to win the
Yeah.
championship. So I'd rather take my lumps now. We took our ass whipping last night to the Hornets.
They said
So
y'all got the same record as the Wizards over the last couple of games.
I
Yikes.
mean, we still number one in the West. So I mean, that's fine. I get it. We the champ. Everybody gunning for us. So
Well, y'all
we
had a lot of room for error, so
yeah. So like I
I don't know
said,
what I don't know what the record like. I don't know how many losses everybody got, but
we still got the best record in the league. We 30-7, and still got Hart and them coming back. Like I said, as long as we still get that 1 and 2 seed in the West, we're gonna be fine. Because in the playoffs, it's gonna be hard to beat us. So
mm,
I still got them 2 hold me through. UConn Huskies, men and women. They going off to a good start. So baseball will be back soon. Pete Alonso, we'll talk about that a little bit more in the future. Have an amazing Tuesday night, everybody. I told you I was gonna be a nice lengthy show. From your host Justin P. My MVP being out of co-host with Shannon Fitch.
bye
Love y'all
guys.
guys. We'll see y'all. So like I said, whenever they making it official new hire for head coach. We out.
Bye Justin.
Bye, Shannon.